Star Wars gold, deals that never miss. Only on the IC, feel the force in every bid. Incredible finds beam straight to your screen. Every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central, come live the dream. From rare Boba Fett to that Falcon you adore, Taco Tuesday's got the goods, and so much more. Looking for that Falcon or a figure still sealed? Your IC for life legends, our fate is revealed. With collectors united, it's the thrill of the hunt. Each drop's a blast, this is the real stunt. Incredible finds beam straight to your screen. Every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central, come live the dream. From rare Boba Fett to that Ewok you adore, Taco Tuesday's got the goods, and so much more. Lightspeed deals, we're coming in hot. On the IC, Taco Tuesday's the spot. Miss it, you must not, this is the way. Every Tuesday, come and play. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting live show right here on the Imperial Commissary, the coolest place in the world for authentic vintage Star Wars toys. Thank you very much for being a member. Thanks for coming to Taco Tuesday. I hope your weekend was wonderful, and I hope your week is even better. But no matter what, it will be a great night tonight. Andrea wants a link, please. She is first to comment. I'm not doing my job right. There we go. Send that on over to her. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me turn on some music. There we go. All right, everybody. As you get into the room, say hey so I know you can hear me and see me and this, that, and the other. Andrea's going to tag everybody that wanted to tag. And then we're going to get going here in just a second. We'll get started off with something small. We always get started off with something small. Here's a little Pac-Man Eyes Yoda. He is small. He's missing his snake and his cane, but he's got the other two accessories. Bill Polk can see me. There we go. Olay, Taco Tuesday. So there you go. He's got a belt on there. He's got a cape on there, but that's all he's got. No snake, no cane. Starting at a doll hair. How could you possibly go wrong? And he's got the Pac-Man eyes there. And he will be letter A, as in Yoda. Got a string on him there. Oh, black piece of string. Letter A. There you go. Brent Lancaster, Darren Oscovare. What up, buddy? How you doing? How's it going? There he is on letter A. Happy birthday to Andrea Fife. What up, dude? I had some camera issues, so as you can see here, had a get to fixing, but it is now fixed. For your viewing pleasure. That's why we started touch late today. Some camera issues, but I have corrected them, so we are good to go. So no worries there. We got $5 on that Yoda. $5 holler on that Yoda there. Bill Polk starts us off. Do 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 do. I don't like the size of that. Let's make me bigger. What do you say? Ho ho ho. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. Massey Michael takes over on that YODA Yoda for $6. Got lots of great stuff tonight. You guys remember we had killer deals last week. We're going to have some killer deals this week. So tell your friends if they're into mint on cards. We got tons. A lot of action coming to you tonight from the super secret IC Toys location here in Nashville, Tennessee. My YouTube is being squirrely. Don't know why. There we go. Because you're fixing it wrong, Mike. That's why. Hope you're all doing well. Just started to sort the new IC for Life auction. We have a big consignment from Maine that we just picked up. So make sure to check out the next IC for Life auction. It's going to be sick. And Andrea is all done. So let me reach over here and grab a handful of Star Wars figures for your purchasing pleasure. Alright, letter B is going to be Boba. Why not do a Boba? He does start with a B. B is for Boba Fett. Where you at on that one? Sesame Street. It's pretty good. Boba does have a nick on his chest right there, but he is the olive chest, and he is complete, and he is still in pretty darn good shape if you check him out. It'll go live. Hopefully September 1st is what we're shooting for. A lot of work to do on the back end. But IC for Life, the new IC for Life auction will go September 1st. So make sure to stay tuned for that one. Lots of great deals to be had. And awesome items that are completely different. Oh, had a little stream glitch there. But awesome items that are completely different than the ones you see on Taco Tuesday. Because they are from consignees or in memoriam auctions for collectors and stuff like that. So it could be anything. You don't know. And this collection has a lot of like the knick-knack and brick-rack stuff, so you guys might like that a lot. Like a lot of like the weird items. Like there's one hair case in there that's like comb and brush and everything that I've never seen before. So stuff like that. A, B, C. C, why not C3PO for letter C? There we go. Yes, Boba has a blaster. Yes, sir. Correct. C3PO, removable limbs. Got a couple minor scratches on there, but still pretty good. Yes, Boba Fett is complete with blaster. What up, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? There you go. Zoom, man. And he comes with his net. So you got a net there. You can strap him to a Chewbacca. Letter C is C3PO, removable limbs. Whatever he'll say. D, D, D. I don't have a D. So let's just do this guy. We got Zuckuss here. Zuckuss. You might know him as Forlom, but since this is the Imperial Commissary and we are a vintage Star Wars group, we call him Zuckuss. Just like they did on the card when they screwed it up. He's good. He has no rip by his neck, and that's usually where the damage is on this figure, is there's usually a rip right there at the top of his collar. But no rip on him. Looking good in the neighborhood. He is also complete. Very nice condition on that Zuckuss. There you go. It was a good one. That's letter D is Zuckuss. I gotta wait for it to spin around so I can set him, and then I will get you out the next figure. There you go. A, B, C, D. Let's do letter F. Letter F. R2-D2 with a sensor scope. What do you say about that? R2-D2 with a sensor scope. Remember, I am always buying collections, always looking for loose collections, complete collections, mint on card collections. No collection too big or too small. We buy it all. try this. That's not working either. Come on, camera. Why you being that guy today? There we go. What the heck? Camera's being squirrely on me today, folks. Oh, it almost had it. Sensor scope works good. Still clicks. Oh, that is Forlam, Andrea says. So see, I said it all wrong and backwards. It's Forlam. It's written up as Forlam. My bad. Come on, darn picture machine. And anyway, this R2 looks pretty darn good. Tiny bit of yellow, but really not bad. Got a great sticker all around. Wish I could get the darn thing to zoom. Yeah, no, I know. Zuckus was the correct movie name, but we call him Forlam here because this is a vintage Kenner page. And that's what they wrote on the box, or the mint-on card. There we go. Look at that. Finally got him to zoom in for a half a second. But anyway, sticker looks good. Just a touch of the yellow. But he is an R2 sensor scope. Nice dome on him. Clean dome. Sensor scope's still there. Works good. And he still clicks. And he's going to be... letter F. Letter G, we got an ATST driver. Letter G, this was like one of my favorite figures when I was a kid. He was my Boba Fett. I didn't have any Boba Fetts when I was a little kid, so I think that's why I have so many Boba Fetts now. Hong Kong. He's got the red emblems. And his emblems are quite nice. Actually, really great condition ATST driver. Paint on his hands is really good. Paint on his butt is perfect. So here's an AT-AT driver that has never seen the inside of an AT-AT. You can tell by the lack of butt scratching. But he is really nice condition and he is complete. Starting at $1. Can't go wrong. $1 holla on that puppy dog. And that's letter G. G is in George. All right, letter H. We're going to do a Han Hoff. Because he's a letter H. Ah, cool. And he's already got his blaster in his pocket there. So he is complete. Got his blaster in the holster. Nice condition on him. Usually his hands are super scratched up. This one really not at all. There's a little scratch on his index finger on that hand. Little tiny nick on the toe there. But otherwise really good with all that paint on that figure. Nice condition. And he is complete with his blaster. I'll put that in his hand so you guys can see it. There you go. Pew, 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 pew. It's going to be letter H, Han Hoth, starting at $1 here. And letter I, a beautiful princess. Princess Leia Bespin. She is complete. She is the non-turtleneck version. She's very, very nice condition. She's got great hair. All around really nice shape. Great paint on her fingers there. Look at that. Both hands, great paint. Very nice Leia Bespin. And she is complete with her blue blaster. So there you go. Leia Bespin. Very nice condition Leia Bespin right there. She's going to be letter I, starting at $1. Cool, making sure our blaster cleared the spin. Alright, and there we go. We got the loose figures out. Next up, Crazy Letter E. Crazy Letter E here. Let's see what we got. Alright, for Crazy Letter E, we have Star Wars Lego Quest for the Kyber Crystal. Quest for the Kyber Crystal there. Freemaker Adventures. Scholastic Books, Disney. It's got a minifig on it, which is cool. There you go. The Freemaker's Adventure. So, I don't know. I guess you get to build a minifig. That's cool, actually. It's got games in there and whatnot. There you go. And it's got a Death Squad Commander Lego figure that you get with that, too. So, a minifig with it. And that's starting at $1. Letter E. $1 holler. Scholastic Books. That's actually right down the street from where I live. Scholastic. Their big distribution facility is there. Alright. Letter M. Let's do mocks, because I'm not doing enough mocks. I gotta do more mocks. Mocks. Let's grab these ones here. Alright, letter M is in Michael is going to be this B-Wing pilot. Return of the Jedi 77 back B-Wing pilot. He comes in a star case. Ugh. Let's open him up and check him out. He's actually in really great shape. Bubble's a little bit yellow, but otherwise he's perfect. Really nothing wrong with him. I think there's a tiny little crease right there. Yeah, tiny little crease right there. You can see it. It looks like a tiny little crease right there as well. But very minimal. The card is perfect and vibrant. No real shelf wear or anything. Lays perfectly flat. The bubble is perfect. No cracks, no breaks, no dents, no damage whatsoever. And it is a 77 back B-Wing pilot. Absolutely beautiful looking card right there. Can't go wrong starting at $1. And it comes in a free star case. That's going to be letter M as in Michael. Letter M. Alright, and letter P as in Paul is going to be Darth Vader. Voila, Frankie, how you doing? Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Return of the Jedi Darth Vader. He is a 77 back Darth Vader. Got a nice bubble on him. Looks like no cracks, no dents. No cracks, no dents, no damage, no nothing on that bubble. Very, very nice card. Only thing, it has a little bit of sticker goop left from somebody taking off, I guess, a KB sticker. I'm sure you can get that off, though, if you put a little work into it. But nice Darth Vader, perfectly straight tip. Great bubble, nice card. Perfect bubble, nothing wrong with the bubble at all. And you got Darth Vader on there. 77 back Darth Vader starting at $1. There is one little damage spot right here, and it comes through to the other side as well. But I didn't even notice it till I put my finger on it, and that's how I felt it. But there you go, Darth Vader starting at $1, 77 back. How could you possibly go wrong for a doll hair? Letter P is Darth Vader. P as in Paul is Darth Vader. Alrighty, and now letter S. We need more mocks here. We need a couple more mocks here. You got some mocks. Alright. Letter S is going to be an Empire Strikes Back Ugnaught. He's got a crystal clear bubble, which is nice. Doesn't happen all the time. And he's also unpunched. This one's great. I would definitely probably grade it. I probably should have graded it, but I'm lazy with that. And that's why you guys get such good deals. But look at that crystal clear bobble. 4-lam offer, unpunched. Very nice condition. Don't see much wrong with it at all. Crystal clear, perfect bubble. No cracks, no breaks, no dents, no nothing. Nice flat card. It is a 4-LOM offer, which makes it better. It is Empire Strikes Back, which makes it better. It's a 47 back, which makes it better as well. I'm hoping I can start these things off at $1 and you guys get me somewhere near market price. Could be a little bit less, somewhat less, but we did one of those last week and it was like half price, and can't be doing that. Because I'm sure I paid more for that Leia than I sold it for. But here you go. Crystal clear Ugnaught. Look at that little piggy under glass. Very, very nice. Empire Strikes Back card. 47 back. Starting at $1. $1 holler. Letter S as in Sam. Letter S as in Sam right there. Alright, next up. Letter T. This is a cool one. This is a Boba Fett. I am putting a reserve on him, though, because this is a Taiwan Boba Fett. So he has the expensive blaster in there. Version whatever the heck it is, I don't know. But that's definitely the right one. But also this one is special because it has the Boba Fett coin offer. Very few Boba Fetts have a Boba Fett coin offer on them. This has a nice, nice bubble. It is a touch yellow, but you can hardly even tell. But there you go. It's got a little bit of creasing right there, but no big deal. Beautiful Boba Fett free coin offer. I'm going to start him off at only $1,500. I think he's worth $2,000 easy, especially with that sticker. That is a hard variant to get. Also, it is a Taiwan Boba Fett, black belt right there. Just to be safe, I will double check that he's not a blue painted helm, but I don't think he is. It's got a Montgomery Ward sticker on there. No, he's a regular Taiwan Boba Fett, not a blue painted helm, but he is absolutely stunning and perfect. And it also has that expensive, expensive Taiwan blaster in there. Right there. You can tell by the flat bottom on the hilt. Or on the handle there. On the grip. But there you go, Taiwan Boba Fett. This is a 77 back Boba Fett starting at $1,500. He will come in a star case, even though I'm displaying him in a acrylic. Because star cases, I think, are a little bit better for shipping, and also I'm running out of acrylics, and they make things look pretty. So there you go. Boom. Starting off 1,500 bones. Steal of a deal on him. Hopefully he goes closer to 18 or 19, so I don't feel bad about the sale. Next up, a beautiful lady. Bam, check her out. It is an EV99. She's a really high grade AFA 85. I'm going to have to look those up and see what they sell for on eBay here. So stick with me, bid on the other stuff while I'm looking this up, and I will keep you apprised of what I find. But AFA 85s are really hard to come by, especially with the subgrades. I know I saw an AFA 90 out there of a Luke Stormtrooper, and it was very expensive. But you're like, oh, it's a 90. But then you look at it, and it's got no subgrades, and you're like, oh, that's not really a 90. EV 9. EV -99. AFA 85. Well, I did AFA 5. AFA 85. Search. Alright, the cheapest one for sale is $2,800. The next one is $2,900. Let's see what we can get for sold listings here. Sold items. Ramba. The AFA 60 has sold. There are no AFA 85s that have sold, so I'm going to click off sold, and we're going to find the cheapest one that is for sale and make this one, I don't know, $1,000 cheaper. What do you say? $500 cheaper. Get you a great deal. But no reason to do 1,000. That's too cheap. 28, 20 here. Let's look together. 28, 29. What is this one? AFA 85Y. Is this a Y? Yes, this is a Y. So here you go. 1471. $16.94. Alright, so the cheapest one for sale is this one at $14.71. We're going to start this off at $1,000 then. Let's start this EV off at $1,000. $1,000 holler. Steal of a deal right there. AFA 85, EV 99. Subgrades are card 80, bubble 85, figure 90. Starting at $1,000. That's going to be letter U. Letter U. And then, so as not to overwhelm you with insanity, on the big wheel, we're going to do a Creature Cantina. This one comes with the box. Still got the pop there. Box looks pretty darn good, actually. Definitely not perfect, but perfect for display. Pretty good box there. Let's see what it's got in it. Both sides are open. This one still has the tape. But both sides are open. Let's see what we got inside. I don't even know if it's complete. Yeah, it is a it is the expensive Blaster Hubert. I don't know if that is a V5 M6. I'm not hip with the lingo, but I do know it's the expensive one where it's like got the super sharp edges and everything. Wow, this is a really nice one actually. Beautiful Creature Cantina here. Hold on one second. Just trying not to overwhelm you, and then I pull an expensive, very nice piece. Seems to have everything except the elastic bands, but you can get your own elastic bands. We don't even count that as repro because all the elastic bands broke. It's just a thing. Look at how nice this is. I don't know if this has ever even been used. No, it hasn't. Should I curve it around? It's unused, so I'm not going to curve it. Because in order to put this on here, I have to curve it around this. And since it's unused, that means it's better. So I'm just going to set it up like this behind it. But it is really nice. Check it out. But you could tell it's unused because that part is the part that curves around that console, and it's not bent. So there you go. Very nice Star Wars Cantina, and it does have the instruction sheet, so you know what you're doing. So it restricts your play. We're going to start that off at $1. You will, there are a couple little bits of dirt on the playset. You can hardly see them on the camera, but a little bit of soap and water, that'll come right off, so don't worry about that. But here you go. So put that here, put this here. So you get the idea. We'll dangle the instructions. What do you say? That looks good. Here you go. So starting at $1. And of course that's not working for some reason, even though it's working here. Hold on one second. Little camera issue. Let's figure it out. Webcam. Give me just one second, folks. that doesn't make any sense. That's weird because I got it right here. Ah, that's webcam 2. Alright, 1 second here, folks. Let me try to do this. Haha! We have done it. There you go. Letter Z. Letter Z. Starting at $1. Creature Cantina. Unused backer there. Beautiful piece. And there is everything spinning at once. Look at how glorious it is. What an incredible Taco Tuesday. Wow. So there you go. Be sure to bid early, bid often. We did have a couple people miss out with last second bids last week. Don't want to be that guy. Then you miss out on something you want. Can't believe we don't have a bid on that Boba Fett. Can't believe we don't have a bid on that EV99. But then again, we've only got a $125 bid on the Ugnaught, and shoot, we got a $75 bid on the Vader. So we're gonna have to give it some time. Nobody's really started to bid yet. I have to be more patient. But you could tell, ain't no way a Darth Vader's gonna go for $75. Unless we're living in Bizarro world. So I'll give you some time. Bid early, bid often. As always, if you got any questions for me about the IC, about ICCC, about IC for Life, about the IC Roadshow, or anything else that is Imperial Commissary related, or anything that is not Imperial Commissary related, I am happy to have a chat. Keeps me busy and gives me something to do on this side of the screen. There you go. And I have these lined up. Ooh, I've also got a poster for you. It's one of my favorite Star Wars posters in the world, to be fair. Yeah, there we go. Fixed it up. Here, I will show you. It's the big theatrical Rogue One poster. As you can see, this one is backwards because it's a double-sided poster. I forgot the reason why they do that. It's the theater poster, so it's the official one. But that's written backwards. I think it's because of a mirror type situation or something like that at a movie theater. I'm going to look it up right here. I do not have any die-cast mint on cards currently. Sorry, brother. I did see one that will be up in the IC for Life live auction, though. So, or IC for Life online auction. So definitely check that out. Why do movie posters print the back side backwards? Let's find out. Movie posters are printed backwards on the reverse side to prevent colors from washing out and to make the artwork look vibrant, rich, and dimensional when illuminated in a cinematic light box. Well, there you go. So it is a Rogue One poster, and it is backwards. Here, let me stand up and show you. Don't need that. But there you go. And it says Rogue One down there. And it's a massive poster. So it's the big theatrical one you'd see at the movie theater when you're walking up to watch Rogue One. It's a beauty. But the reason why I love that poster so much is the color. It's like got an ocean, but it's also Star Wars stuff. Like I would put up a picture of the ocean anywhere, you know. I love it. But it's like the ocean, a tropical beach, and Star Wars. How could you possibly go wrong? But here to give you a better understanding. Yes, backwards because they backlit it. Yes, correct. Yeah, because it's backlit at the movie theater, so it's so the colors don't wash out, so they do it backwards as well. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Live sale. Ecam left. Let's see. There we go. But see how it's forward in this way? And then on the back, it's backwards like this. So there you go. It's the theatrical teaser poster for Rogue One. But it is front ways also, so when you hang it, you can definitely hang it so it's written correctly and all the words are readable and forward. But there is the mirror image on the back. But it's a beautiful big poster. Very nice. There's everything currently spinning. If you want to see something again, let me know. Rogue One was my son's first movie theater experience. He was 6 months old, and I got a pic of him holding me in front of that poster. Nice, dude. Well, there you go. You need the poster, because then you could take a picture every year as he grows older and older of you guys recreating that picture in front of the poster. Alright, we got $0 on letter M. I guess nobody wants a min-on-card B-Wing pilot for $1. So, that's odd. The letters M. M is at $1. Nobody wants a Taiwan Boba Fett with a Boba Fett coin offer sticker for $1,500, which is insane as well. Yeah, it would be awesome, Aaron, until you're 75 years old and you still got to hop up in your arms. For the photograph. We got $1 on letter E, and it comes with a minifig. Lego minifig's got to be worth $5, no? I don't know. Not exactly like it's a Boba Fett, but the Boba Fett minifig is expensive. I do know that. If it's your first time watching and you don't know how to bid or you have any questions, feel free to ask. More than happy to tell you. Or explain it or run through the process. I'm just sitting over here looking at things. I'm looking at how unbelievably cheap letter Z is. For an unused sheet creature cantina. Like, just for the record, I'm going to show you something. Look at letter Z, okay? This is letter Z. Unused sheet. Got the instruction sheet. Got a box. Got the doors. Got everything. Here is a recent one to sell. Right here on eBay. This is recently sold. Sold on August 3rd, so yesterday it sold. And mine is unused, so mine is technically in better shape. And this one just sold for $425. And mine has absolutely everything that is there, except the back of mine is unused. Oh no, this is Le Guerre de Juarez, so that's why I went for a bit more. But nonetheless, it's at 75 bucks or something, folks. You're killing me. It's not even at 75 bucks. It's at 60 bucks for an unused Creature Cantina. It's too cheap. Everything's too cheap right now. Everything's too cheap. 4-Lom Complete, $6. Lego Star Wars book, $1. R2-D2 Sensor Scope, 25 bucks. Beautiful, beautiful top shelf complete AT-AT driver, 15 bucks. Han Hoth, nice condition, 14 bucks. Leo Bespin Complete, $55. That isn't even as much as their blaster costs, folks. So hopefully you'll start looking through these items that are on offer and realize they are all ridiculously cheap. But I will hang out here and wait for you to bid. Tons of people watching the stream. We got 33 over on YouTube. We got 26 over on Facebook. And we have 1 on Twitch, because I don't even know why I stream to Twitch. Nobody goes on Twitch for this stuff. But I do it every week. We got hundreds and hundreds of hours of Twitch streaming. No one cares. But there you go. Great deals to be had across the board. Everything is cheap. Sam Cobras, what is no? $50. N-O. David Gonzo takes over on C. Or no, Kyle Bowenball takes over on C at 10 bucks. David Gonzo takes over at 11 bucks on C. Something is wrong. I type in EI and no shows up. The dangerous of autocorrect. So that's on the poster, babe. He's on EI. 50 bucks on the poster. It's an AFA 85 EV99. That's a Taiwan Boba Fett with a Boba Fett coin offer sticker. Incredible deals to be had. Even if you just bid the starting bid, if you get away with it, you're crushing it. Those are definitely worth a lot more. I mean, those EV99s, they sell for $1,500. And those Boba Fetts sell for higher than $2,000 because of that sticker. Darren Oscavari takes over on the box Creature Cantina at 100 bucks. Got an unused backer on that Creature Cantina. What letter is the poster, and what is the poster again? I'm sorry, I missed it. The poster is a Rogue One poster, and it's letter EI. It's the Rogue One theatrical poster. So it's printed forwards on the front side and backwards on the back side. It says Rogue One down there. Ugh. And it's letter EI. E-I-E-I-O. As an Old MacDonald and his farm. Getting some action on letter Z. That's good. Still a killer deal. Everything up there right now is cheap. Great deals to be had. Of course, Massey Michael, happy to show anybody anything they want to see. Right here on Taco Tuesday. I'm surprised at how cheap a lot of these are when they're really nice condition. I mean, that 4-Lom is really nice. The Boba is pretty dang nice. The AT-AT driver is just like cherry. And that Leia Bespin is really nice too. We only got 50 bucks on the B-Wing pilot. Carded B-Wing pilot. Mint on card B-Wing pilot. Very nice bubble. No cracks, no dents, no damage on the bubble. And he's only at 50 bucks. Super cheap deal. How was Andrea's birthday? You gotta ask her, man. I hope I did a good job. I think I did a good job. I don't know. I had a fun time. I ate delicious things. I've got no complaints. I had leftover hibachi for lunch today, so that worked out. It's delicious. Frankie Ramos takes over on G at $35. $35. Even Vader's cheap. He's only at $170. Perfect bubble on him. Nick Grooms takes over on Z at $155. Bobby Lugo takes over on A at $15 for that Yoda. It's a good deal. You got to figure the belt on Yoda is a $25 part. And he's got the belt. He's only at $15. And his cape is a $15 part. And a Yoda is worth $15. So technically there's $30, $40, $55 worth of Yoda there. Is T graded? No, T is not graded. He's just very nice, nice bubble. No grade. I could show you T again if you want. Happy to show you again. I know it's an expensive piece, but no, he's not graded. But he does have that Boba Fett coin offer, and he is a Taiwan Boba Fett. He will be coming in a star case, not an acrylic. I will keep the acrylic. But there you go. Nice bubble. Taiwan Boba Fett with the version whatever the heck Taiwan Blaster is. That's the hard one to find. Very nice bubble. And does have the sticker sheet. $77 bag Boba. What is on the left of Boba Fett? It's EV99, Power of the Force EV99. And she's only starting off at $1,000. Boba Fett's starting off at $1,500. I think Boba Fett's easily worth $2,000 or more. And EV99 is definitely worth $1,500. We just looked them up on eBay. $1,500. So both the starting prices are cheap. But that's an EV99 there. AFA 85 EV99 Rockcliffe. AFA 85. If you want to see it, just tell me and I'll pull it. What up, Don Noakes? You're getting better. That's cool. Michael, it's first time watching one of my Taco Tuesday events. If you wouldn't mind, can you catch me up to speed on how everything works? Yeah, absolutely, Michael Thomas. Thanks for asking. Always happy to tell everybody. What happens is I put up items. I just pick them from random from all the stuff behind me. I put up items, and then people bid on them. Once they get somewhere where I kind of am somewhat comfortable with the price, I'll sell stuff for cheap, but I hate selling stuff for like a quarter of the price or half the market price. But once they get somewhere near market price, and it could be 20, 30, 40% off, I don't mind. Once it gets to 50% off, I get really slow at pulling the trigger. And then what happens is I will call something and I'll say going once, going twice, going thrice, and I'll name the item and the person bidding, and then I'll hit my hammer here, and then we put the 15-second countdown clock starts. You can see 15 seconds on all the video pages. And that 15 seconds is just to account for lag. Even if you're in the same building as I am doing this, your lag is a minimum of 15 seconds. So that way it makes sure that once I hit the hammer, nobody bidding after it will show up before I put in the comments whomever the winner is of the item. And that'll put their comments below it. So whatever the item is, it'll put their comments below my comment, which means the bidding is closed and whomever won it. But if they do put it in before the hammer, it'll pop up before I am able to put in my comment 15 seconds later. And then all that happens is at the end of the night, Andrea will tag each person on the post. She'll tag each person that won with their total and how to pay through PayPal. And you pay the item through PayPal, and then my guys, Mike, will ship tomorrow. And once he ships, he will send you a secondary payment request for just the cost of shipping. That way it keeps shipping as cheap as possible for everybody. So you'll get just the cost of shipping, and you'll get your tracking number. And then in a few days, you get an awesome, incredible vintage Star Wars item packed to perfection with a sticker for free, and you get a great deal on a toy. But that's it, and the quicker people bid it up to about where it's supposed to go. I mean, for example, letter M is at $60. There is no B-Wing pilot carded figure that's worth $60. Until that gets to 90 or 100, I'm not even going to think about calling it. So stuff like that. Like, for example, letter Z. Letter Z is an absolutely wonderful Cantina playset with an unused backer card, with the instructions, with the box, and currently it's only at $155. I'm not insane. I am aware of the vintage Star Wars market and the prices of things, and $155 is not at all even close to what that's worth in the condition it's in. So I will wait for that to get more bids on it, and I'll talk about it, and once it gets more bids, then I'll call it. But I start calling stuff once they get somewhere near market value, and it doesn't have to be market value, but as you can see with like the B-Wing pilot, or as you can see with like, I don't know, different stuff. For example, an Empire Strikes Back unpunched perfect clear bubble Ugnaught is not worth $125. So I'm not going to call that till it gets more bids on it, especially a 4-lam offer. But that's a perfect card, a perfect bubble, and it's dirt cheap right now. It's the price of what a Return of the Jedi card would be. So that's why I wait till they get somewhere near. It doesn't have to be the exact price. It could be somewhere close, or, you know, even 20, 30% off, 40% off. And then I'll call it. And as soon as I call it, you'll see it in action, how it works. But I'm still waiting patiently because nothing is there yet. But it will get there. There's lots of people watching, and it's lots of great stuff. Also, if you have any questions, you just make sure to ask me, and I'm happy to show you something again or talk about something. But see, the bids keep coming in. Darren Oscavari just took you over on that beautiful Cantina playset. So I'm sure other people will as well. Doctor said by the end of September. Nice, dude. You're moving along at a good clip, man. That's great. Nick Grooms takes over at 175 on Z. 175 on Z. Of course, Michael Thomas, and if that explanation didn't make sense, just tell me what didn't make sense, and I will happily explain it. It's a little bit different than everybody else, but I've been doing this for about 5 years on every freaking Tuesday, so it seems to work well. Later, Mikey. Drive safe. Thank you very much. Kyle Bowlenbaugh takes over on that Cantina playset, so we've got at least 3 bidders on that one going at it. $77 back B-Wing pilot. It's only at $60. Anybody want to get in on that one? I know this isn't the best venue for this question, but who made the Rebels display for Andrea? It was, God, put me on the spot from something I got 7 years ago, man. Whitley. Mike Whitley, I think. Let me try to look him up. Hold on. I think it was Mike Whitley, but I don't know if it was Mike. Gosh, I can't remember his name. Can't remember off the top of my head. I'll keep it in mind, and if I think of it, I'll send you a message. But I bought it like 7 years ago, man. He printed out the backer and the stickers, and he was just selling those. So it's just the first 12 stand with that stuff. I had a bunch of Rebel figures like the display. Yeah, no worries, dude. Michael Highland should be home in New Jersey, but tuning in from Mexico. Family flew home, but a relative fractured his pelvis, and I'm the lucky one hanging back until he's discharged. Authentic Taco Tuesday. There we go. Information on A, please. Nothing super special on A. Here, I'll show him to you. He's just a Yoda. Pac-Man eyes Yoda. Pretty decent shape there. He does have a cape, and he has his belt, but he does not have a snake or a cane. But at $16, he's cheap. I mean, that belt's worth $25. So that is the story on A. Pac-Man eyes Yoda for dirt cheap. Oh, there we go. Andrea could look tomorrow. She signed the backer. He signed the backer. Well, there you go. I thought it was Whitley or Whiteley or... And I think it's Michael. I don't know. The funny thing is I typed in Whitley and I'm friends with like 7 Whitleys. So I don't know. I see lots of names. Got no action on the 77 back Boba Fett. I'm about to pull him down. I've got no action on the AFA 85 EV99, and that's insane. That is dirt cheap. And like verifiably dirt cheap. I showed you on eBay. Last 17 in your program is #1 in your hearts, and an 85. Quick down low on all the items. Sure, brother. I'll start from the beginning. We're starting here with A, B, C, and D. The first one, Yoda, no cane. That's letter A. Letter B is a Boba Fett complete. Letter C is a C-3PO with removable limbs complete. Letter D is a 4-LOM complete. Letter E is a Lego Star Wars book with minifig. It's only at $2. Letter F is R2-D2 sensor scope at $30. Letter G is an AT-AT driver complete with an unscratched butt. Letter H is a Han Hoth complete at $14. Letter I is a Leia Bespin complete at only $55. That's a steal of a deal. That's cheaper than just her blaster, and it's a really nice condition figure. Letter M is at $70, and it is a mint on card B-Wing pilot, 77 back. Letter P is a Darth Vader 77 back. It's at $250. Letter S is at $130. It's an Empire Strikes Back 47 back 4-LOM offer. Ugnaught, unpunched, beautiful condition, crystal clear bubble. Way too cheap. Way too cheap. There's those. No cracks on any of these bubbles. No dents on any of these bubbles. All perfect bubbles. Everything you see right now. Letter S is that Ugnaught. Letter T is it's a 77 Boba Fett, Taiwan Boba Fett with the Taiwan blaster, and it does have that Boba Fett coin offer sticker, and it's only starting at $1,500. That is a really tough one to find with that coin sticker on it because it's a Boba Fett, and the coin stickers only went on stuff that ended up being overstock. So very seldom was a Boba Fett overstock. They usually sold out. That's why Boba Fett's so popular. And then letter U is an AFA 85 EV99. Only a starting bid of $1,000. Super cheap on her. Letter Z is a Creature Cantina with an unused cardboard. And it does have the instruction sheet in there and all the parts and the box. And it's only at $240. And then letter EI is the Rogue One double-sided theatrical poster. It's the big poster here. I'll show you. It says Rogue One on it down there. And that's letter EI, and it's at $65. And that is everything currently spinning. If you got any questions on anything particular, let me know, and I'm happy to show you. Ben Johnson takes over on the Ugnaught. That Ugnaught is one of the prettiest cards ever. It's just so clean. The bubble is so clean and perfect and crisp, and it's unpunched. It's really, really nice. It will definitely grade high. And I never say that, but it's blatantly obvious it'll grade high. It's very nice. I should have graded it, to be fair. And then it'd be $500 if I graded it. $61 on I. Leia Bespin complete. Hoth Leia, I might have one in the stocks here, brother. I'll try to pull one if I do. I'll keep it in the back of my head. But all I do, honestly, is I look over here on eBay and I go, okay, 77 back Vader, ungraded, right? $324. 77 back Vader, ungraded, $349. These are August 2nd and August 2nd. So I know for a fact that my 77 back Vader, which is in very, very nice condition here, has to be worth somewhere around that, and it's only at $250. That's why I won't call it yet. You know what I mean? But I will get there eventually, and you know, if it hits $300 or something, I'll call it. So it's $50-$60 under market price, but it's a Darth Vader 77 back. It's got a price point. Cody Eckholtz, don't worry, man. You haven't missed anything yet. Haven't called anything yet. Still waiting on everybody to bid. Everything is just so cheap right now. It's crazy. What's the Vader worth? The Vader's worth $325 plus tax or $349 plus tax. I mean, here's two of them that just sold on August 2nd. $324, $349. So we're at $250, and that's just too dang cheap. Because if you figure that's $349 plus tax, it's like $390 is what a Darth Vader is worth like that. But ours is only at $250, so it's too cheap currently. Too cheap for me to slam the hammer. But it'll get there. It'll get there eventually. I mean, even if it gets up to $300, which is still cheap, I'll call it. And then you get a great deal, and I take a little hit, but it's not a back-breaking hit. Yes, plus eBay fees. Yeah, sure enough. The next bid increment in P is only $10. Every bid over $100 has to be $5 minimum or more. Every bid over $200 has to be $10 minimum or more. So you could be in the lead on that beautiful 77 bag Darth Vader at $260. Slam the hammer. Slam the hammer. But yeah, eBay even charges tax now too. You know? We charge shipping as well, but it's always cheaper than eBay shipping, I'll tell you that much. And Nick takes over on P at 250 or 260. But it's a good Vader there, you know what I mean? They're all great pieces. Great pieces. And there we go. Now we got some action on Vader, see? And once it gets to a price point where I lose 20%, not counting the tax they charge on eBay, I'm happy with that. You know, and that's great. You get a killer deal too. Thanks, Sean. I'm having a great week, man. I got no complaints. It was Andrea's birthday yesterday. We went for a dip in the pool. We ate delicious meals. I got no complaints, man. I hung out today, watched Mortal Kombat 65 or whatever the new one was. It was not very good at all. But I got no complaints, man. Leo. Yeah, she is a Leo. Nice. Happy birthday. Coming on up. Hope you're ready. You can buy him a nice Darth Vader, Nick. Chuck George takes over on that carded B-Wing pilot. Mid on card B-Wing pilot. No cracks or dents on his bubble. $75. How could you go wrong? Steal of a deal. What are the grades on the cards? The only card that is graded up there for sale right now is an AFA 85. That is the EV99 there, all the way to the left. An AFA 85 EV99. That's the only graded one up there. Boba Fett is not graded, and nothing else is graded right now that I have up. But I'll put up more graded later once we get some open spots. To tell you the truth, I'm about to pull down that Boba Fett. I think it's too cheap anyway. And if nobody's going to bite on it, I know EV99 is too cheap, but if nobody's going to bite on it, I'll pull them down and I'll just pop them up on the IC for actual retail price. And I do Orbef's offer, and they usually end up going. Somebody will shoot me an offer for $100 off or something, which still would get me an extra $300 from where EV99 is right now. So sometimes it is the better option just to sell it on the IC. Taco Tuesday stuff does go for a good deal, but that's the point. You know, everybody's supposed to get a great deal on Taco Tuesday. But I put very, very minimal starting bids on just to protect my bets on very expensive things. so I don't do what I did last week where I sold a beautiful graded Leia for half price. Alright, I'm going to pull down to Boba Fett. Shouldn't have to try this hard to sell a cheap Boba Fett. So I'm going to pull him down. And I'll put you out something else. And start it at $1. Here, Droid's Kia Mole. Not nearly as interesting as Boba Fett, but it'll be a lot cheaper. New to carded figures. The Boba, I think he's worth at least $2,000 because he's got that Boba Fett offer. I've seen 77 back Bobas go for $1,800, but he's also got a Taiwan Boba Fett on it with the Taiwan blaster. So I'd say he's easily worth $2,000, maybe more, 2,200, something like that. But easily worth $2,000 all day long. Here's a Kia Mole. She does have a dent in her bubble, so this is the first one I'm putting up that actually has a dent in the bubble. But it is unpunched. Nice card. Little dent in the bubble right there. But I'm sure you could get it out. A little bit of hair dryer action or something. Yeah, Jason, absolutely, man. Just got a dent over here, too. But no cracks, no breaks, no nothing on the bubble. Perfectly sealed. Key Mole, Droid's Key Mole. Starting at $1. Let me put this one up there, buddy, and then I'll start going through my other ones. I would definitely bid on the Boba. I think I'm the only one, though. That's the thing, man. That's why I put the reserves on there, like the $1,500 starting bid. So if only one person bids on it, then, yeah, I don't get what I want out of it, but at least I don't get completely, you know, banged up and sell a Boba Fett for $800 or something insane. The carded figures. Go over the carded figures. Letter M is a B-Wing pilot. He's a mid-on card. He's got a little crease, tiny, tiny crease. Do you want me to show them all to you again? I might not take them out of the cases unless you really want me to. He's got a tiny crease up there by the tab. Tiny crease there. Hardly noticeable at all. Bubble is perfect. Card is nice and flat. B-Wing pilot is a 77 back. That's letter M as in Michael. Letter P as in Paul is a 77 back Darth Vader. He's only at $270. 2 sold yesterday on eBay for $350 plus tax, so got that going for it. Nice bubble. Does have a little mark on the card. Shoot, $165. It's dirt cheap. And then Kia Mole. And then we have EV99, which I'm about to pull down because nobody has bid on it. And it's $1,000 starting bid, and it's an AFA 85 EV99 Power of the Force. Beautiful AFA graded EV99. And we saw a couple that were like $1,500 or something, so I started it off at $1,000, but no bid. So I'm going to pull this one as well as the Boba. We'll find you another mock here in a second. Here, we'll do a try logo. Cody Eckholt says you, EV99, 1050. You got it, bud. Yes, it is you. I'll put her back out there. And she now has a bid, letter U. And here is everything that is currently bidding or spinning on Taco Tuesday. But yeah, that Creature Cantina, letter Z, I'd love to get some action on that one. It is currently only at $240, letter Z. But they go for much more. Here's some current recent sales. This one says brand new, but it looks like it's open. Yeah, totally open. So this one just sold for $525. Mine is just as good a condition, if not better, than this one that just sold for $525. That sold Wednesday, July 29th. This one just sold for $350. My backer card is unused. And this one just sold for $425. So that's the thing, and that's what I'm talking about, because somebody was like, how do you choose when to call it? I'm not calling that yet, because this one currently, which seems to be in better shape than all three of those, is only at $270, but they steadily go for between $350 and $450, or $400 and $525. So anywhere between $525 and $350 is the cheapest they sell for, and we're at $270 with no tax. There's no tax here. There's tax on eBay, so you know Z is cheap. Is B brown belt or black belt? I think it's just a Hong Kong boba, man. Let me check. Brown belt. Boba is a brown belt. His kung fu is not way strong. Yet. Cody Eckholtz takes over on Z at 265. Yep, no tax here, because it's that's a wonderful thing about Tennessee, which also works out for the IC for Life charity auction. There's no tax in Tennessee if you do an auction online and ship out of state. So there's no tax. Also, if I meet you in a parking lot and give you your stuff down the road, we don't talk about it there too. We got $60 on the Droids Kia Mole. Kia Mole, that's a steal of a deal on her. Only $60. Kenny Bannigan, what up, buddy? Cody Eckholtz says 210 on C. 210 on C. That Ugnaught is ridiculously cheap because it's a 4-alarm offer too. Here, look. This is what goes for $500 for that Ugnaught. Same exact card. Squish bubble. Bent card. With nicks missing out of it. Punched. Tape top with a tab tear. $500. Like, I'm going to show you this. Because, like, look. Rip top with tape on it. Right? $500. Now here, look, I gotta show you mine. Now remember what that one looks like. Keep that in your mind's eye, okay? And now look at mine. Just because this is what I'm trying to say. Stuff is going really cheap here. But here, look. Look at mine compared to that one. No nicks or chips in the bubble. Bubble is absolutely perfect. Crystal clear. No chips on the card. Certainly no tab tear. Unpunched. Way better. A billion times better than that one. 4-alarm offer. So it's apples to apples. We're not even talking apples to oranges here. And this one is $270 right now. Whereas the cheapest one on eBay is $500. And it looks like somebody pulled it out of a donkey. No big story on M. It's a B-Wing pilot. Oh, you're taking over? Cool. No big story on M. Big B-Wing pilot. Just a regular old B-Wing pilot. 77 back. Nice bubble. Perfect bubble. No dings, no dents, no cracks, no nothing. Great card. Tiny, tiny little creases. One little crease right there. Very small. Hardly see it. And a tiny little crease there. But no rip-throughs or anything like that. You can't even see them on the back, so it doesn't even go all the way through. That's how minimal the creases are. But still, nonetheless, little teeny tiny crease right there. You can see it. Pulled it out of a donkey. Yeah, I don't mean to be that guy, but that one's destroyed and it's $500. Mine is perfect and it's $270. Tough card to get. Those 4-alarm offers are not the easiest to pick up. All right, folks. Chad is here. He is going to take.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone this evening? Got some bids on S. $255 from Brian Camp. What's up, Sam? Happy Tuesday. $265 on S. Let's see what we got here tonight. Hey Kenny, how's it going? Let's see what kind of cool stuff we got on the wheels. Wait, what? M? I guess that one's M and N. Oh, you want to see M? I was just looking at that because it says M and N at the same time, so I was wondering. But I think it's letter M. It's the B-Wing pilot. Here, I'll show a close up. Well, I think this is the one he just put up. No, it's not. But anyways, here, it's the B-Wing pilot. Oh, gotta find the mouse. Got bubble looks pretty good. I don't see any creases or anything. But yeah, that's letter M. Yeah, it looks like the crease is up here. I'll show it again. If I could move the mouse. Here. Other than that, I think it's pretty clean. There you go. That was letter M. And there you go, there's letter Z. The Creature Cantina. Ooh, EI. I think that's a cool poster. Here, let me show you. I think it's a Rogue One poster. Let me see. Theatrical Rogue One double-sided poster. Oh, see the bottom? There you go. But there's EI. Is it the same thing on both sides? I'm assuming it would be, right?
Mirrored image.
Oh, it's mirrored on the other side.
It's an official theatrical poster. So
Official theatrical. There you go, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Mike's back. Have fun.
Thank you, sir. All right, and to show you I'm reasonable, I'm going to call P. That's definitely worth more than that, but I said if it gets to 300 bucks, I don't mind losing some money. So we're going to call Darth Vader right there. For Sam Cobra's Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold, Vader. All right, let's get you on a new one here. All right, next up. Bam! Unpunched, Return of the Jedi, 65 back, Han Solo Bespin, AFA 85. Beautiful piece. Some comparables on eBay. No, actually there isn't. Sorry, trying to find a comparable. Give me a minute. Let me go to sold auctions. There's none for sale on eBay. I don't know. It's an AFA 85 Han Solo Bespin. Card is an 85, bubble is an 85, figure is an 85. I'm hoping that we can go back to the thing where I start things at $1 and you guys just figure it out and get me somewhere near the price. So I'm going to try it with this. But I'm nervous to try it with this because it is worth a lot. I mean, there's one that went for $300 there that the bubble is open and you can remove the figure. So this one, the bubble is not open. You cannot remove the figure. Unpunched, absolutely spectacular card. Straight 85s. Top shelf, 65 back B, Han Solo Bespin. And we are going to start him off at $1 holler here on letter P as in Paul. It does not get better than that, and it does not get cheaper than that. Go for it. Hopefully you guys get me up, up there. AFA 85, straight 85s across the board. Can I see T? Yeah, sure. T is a key mole. She does have a bubble dent, but otherwise she is absolutely stunning. Got a bubble dent right there. No cracks, no breaks, and you can pop out that bubble, I'm sure, 2 seconds with your wife's hairdryer, and it'd be fixed. But there you go. Unpunched card. Nice card. Droid's key mole. She's got a little bit of a bend here as well. It's hard to see. Just looks like the bubble got a quick squish. Burp. Put under something. But no breaks, no cracks, no nothing. Nice and unpunched. And there you go. Thank you, Rockcliffe. I appreciate it, man. That way you still get a killer deal, but I don't feel like I'm sucking wind the whole time. I'm going to start off something else at $1 just because of you. So I appreciate it, Rockcliffe. I want everybody to get a good deal. I just don't want to get creamed. Very rare piece. Sure enough, very rare piece, that Han Solo Bespin. It's a 65 back, too. There aren't a ton of them. A lot easier to find a 77. Or a 79, for that matter. Alright, folks, let's go to some of the loose figures here. If you want to get in on any of these, do it now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to call them all, and then I'm going to put up new ones. So, let's get it done. Letter A, Yoda with no snake, no cane, 33 bucks going to Mr. Bennigan. Going once, 2 times, 3 times. Sold. Yoda is sold. Coming up next is Boba Fett. Boba Fett, where? And Boba just got another bid, so we're going to skip over Boba Fett there. We're going to go to the C-3PO with removable limbs at 18 bucks from Massey Michael. C-3PO removable limbs. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. All right, letter D is Forlom complete, going for $18 to my main man, Hubert Holst. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Next up, the Lego Star Wars book nobody wants for some reason with the minifig. Only $2. You get a Lego minifig with that. Going to Mr. Nick Grooms, going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Sorry, I forgot to hit enter on that. What's up, Robert? How you doing? All right, next up, R2-D2 has a new bid. AT-AT driver does not have a new bid. Rockcliffe Custom Homes going to get that beautiful AT-AT driver. 50 bones, going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold to Rockcliffe Custom Homes. Oh, and that AT-AT driver did just get a bid before we put up the thing. I think. It says new bid from Andrea. Hold on. She will let me know. Oh, he was the new bid. Well, it's sold. Han Hop just got a new bid. Leia Bespin just got a new bid. So we're going to pull down these ones and we will get to it here. Boba Fett got a new bid. C-3PO. I'll get you out some new figures for the ones we're pulling. Okay. Yeah, I got it, baby. Thank you. That's alright. It's sold. Called it a little too quick. See, it's hard on this side, too, because sometimes I call stuff too quick by accident. Alrighty, let's get you out some new action here. Okay. Letter A, we're going to do the Mom Can Fix It special here. I always like these when I get them in and I don't take them apart because they're awesome. That's a toothpick. So the kid lost Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Mom replaced it with a toothpick. I think it looks great. But those are always fun. But starting at $1, can't go wrong. Beater Luke Skywalker for $1. He's got good paint. He is a... Can't tell. So Hong Kong COO. Also, we got these eye loops for sale. Just tell Andrea to add one to your box. It is IC Toys branded, and they're only $10. And on Amazon, they are $20 for an unbranded one. So you can't go wrong. That's going to be letter A, the Mom Can Fix Luke Skywalker special. Luke Farm Boy with Toothpick is what Andrea wrote it up as. I like that. There you go, letter A. Letter B, how about Anakin? Last 17-year programs, #1 in your hearts. Anakin Skywalker. Before they totally deleted him from the movie and put the long hair hippie in his place. Anakin Skywalker is going to be letter C. And then letter D, let's do an A-Wing pilot. Don't have a blaster with him, but still, he's an A-Wing pilot. Good to fly your A-Wing. Does have a little bit of that nose scratch. Not the best condition in the world, but not terrible, to say the least. Scratch here, scratch there. But still an A-Wing pilot. Starting at $1. Can't go wrong for a doll hair. Last 17 A-Wing pilot. Letter D. Starting at $1. No blaster on him. And then letter G. How about a Han Solo Carbonite? Han Carbo. Last 17. And remember, how you can tell if the Carbonite's real and not repro is you hold it like this and you give it a hard squeeze as hard as you can. And you won't be able to shatter it. The repro will shatter, guaranteed. They make it out of a different kind of plastic that was not safe for a little kid to chew on. And then a really nice Han Solo there. He's in great condition. Show you. Looking good. Little tiny bit of a hair scratch right there. But otherwise perfect. No butt scratch. That figure usually gets a lot of butt scratch from being in the Carbonite. And then there's your Carbo. Very, very nice. Not scratched up or beat up or dirty or anything. I never know how to stand these up. Usually use one of the doll stands or something. Here, let's try a battery. Nope, that won't work. Let me try to find a little stand. Maybe this will work. A little bit overkill. Let's try this. There we go. Perfect. All right, and here you go, all refilled up. I like that Luke with the giant toothpick. All right, and here is currently everything bidding, or everything spinning. Luke Farm Boy with a toothpick. Nobody wants him for $1. $1 holler. $1 holler. All right, let's call letter M and get you out something else there. Ooh, letter E was called. Andrea says we need a new letter E. Thank you, dear. Here's a cool one that I just got today from Andrea. It's in a plastic bag, but I don't think it came with this plastic bag. I think that's for safety. But this is the know where you got this one. I think it was only sold at the movie theaters. But it's nice, thick Star Wars logo, snapback, and it's for Solo, a Star Wars series. It was only sold opening night of Solo. Brand spanking new, never been worn. Official Star Wars merch, still has the logos and the tags and everything. And this was only sold opening night of the Solo release. Solo premiere. It was a Solo premiere hat, the official hat of the Solo premiere. Starting at $1. I'm sure Disney charged me $600 for it, but there you go, starting at $1. That's the Solo Galaxy Premiere hat, never been used. Alright, we're going to call, yep, it is a yellow toothpick. The toothpick is yellow. Yes, sir. Letter M we're going to call for $100. That is a B-Wing pilot, nice condition, carded B-Wing pilot. Going to Kenny Bannigan for 100 bones, going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter M. Letter M is sold. And we'll get you out something else there on letter M, another mint on card. Sold. Letter M. The hat is letter E as in Edward. E as in Edward. Alright, next up, I have an absolutely stunning Han Solo trench coat. Beautiful, graded card. It is an AFA 85. Card 80, bubble 90, figure 90. So really high subgrades, 90 subgrades on that. AFA 85, Han Solo trench coat. Blank lapels variant. So there you go. It looks like... AFA 75s are going for $400 on eBay. $549 for an AFA 75 on eBay. $489. Those are both 75s. There's an AFA 85 for $14.99. $14.99. Here's what I'm looking at. These are 70, 75. This is an 85, $14.99. So anyway, let's start it at $1. Don't bang me up. High subgrades, AFA 85, Han Solo trench coat, card 80, bubble 90, figure 90. Beautiful piece, unpunched, 77 back, Solo. Starting at $1, letter M, AFA 85. Starting at $1. Who does that? Me. That's it. Alright, and we're going to go over here and we're going to call this Cantina playset so I can put you out 4 mint on cards on that big wheel. Seems like a waste to just have one playset on there. It's going for a steal of a deal, but I'm going to call it anyway. It's only at $325 with Mr. Eckholtz. Creature Cantina playset with box and instructions. We're going to call it letter Z. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold! Aaron Schallender has 78 on D. I'm sure Andrea will get to it. She's writing all the stuff down, man. Yeah, the toothpick does look good, man. It's a mom fix, you know? Alright, Creature Cantina is sold. A-Wing Pilot does have some nose rub, a couple little paint chips. He's not the best in the world, but he's also currently at $78, so he's freaking cheap. If he was missing his head, he'd still be cheap at 68 bucks. That's a killer job on that Creature Cantina. Good job to Mr. Eckholtz. Steal of a deal there, bud. Enjoy. It's a nice one. Alright, and I can get you out 4 mid on cards over there, so let me grab them. Here's everything that's currently spinning. Okay, 4 new marks. Sure enough, toothpick is more dangerous in a bar fight. Alright, we're going to start off with a Canadian here. A Canadian. Uncle Gundy. As everybody always says, your favorite high school coach with the 2 short shorts. Super jacked Uncle Gundy. If you ever look at his arms, they're like... He's old man strong. Great bubble, perfect bubble, nothing wrong with it at all. It is Canadian. La Guerre des Étoiles. But really nothing wrong with it. Really nice card. Great bubble, perfect bubble. Ships in a star case. No cracks, no dings, no dents, no squishes, no nothing. Very vibrant card. And the Canadian variant on top of that. So that's super fun. Uncle Gundy, starting at $1. How could you go wrong? And that's going to be letter W. Letter W. I got my little letters here. 1 second. Letter W. Letter X is going to be Ramba. He's got the 1 pound 59 sticker. And he is a tri-logo Ramba. Last 17-year program's #1 in your hearts. Got a great bubble for a tri-logo. Very minor dent. You know how tri-logo bubbles get. They get totally destroyed. Actually, that dent is so small. I'm going to try to do the tape trick with it. See if that works. Maybe we get it pulled out here. If you don't know the tape trick on tri-logo bubbles, if it's like that, what you do is you take a little piece of tape, put it directly on the bubble, and then you make sure, like that, see? Then you make sure to hold down on the seal so you don't lift it because you don't want to damage it. You just pull that tape up, And there you go. It didn't get it out completely, but no, it's kind of exactly the same. But sometimes that works and it just pops right out. But really, really nice bubble. Look at how clean it is. Practically perfect bubble. Last 17 Ramba. Return of the Jedi, unpunched, tri-logo card. That's a beautiful, tough card to find right there, actually. And there you go. It's in great condition. I'm sure it would grade high because they are extremely lenient on tri-logo bubbles for the reason that tri-logo bubbles are always completely destroyed. Not like that. Usually not a little dent, but completely destroyed. And we're going to be starting him off at $1. Last 17. Ramba starting off at $1. That is WX. That's letter X. WX. Letter Y, we got a tri-logo. Luke Jedi. Luke Jedi tri-logo. Now this one, I sure do want to put a reserve on it because it is, you know, worth really good money. The sticker is not ripped or torn or anything. It's just they ripped off the sticker. You can definitely get that off with a little bit of talent and a YouTube video. None of the litho is ripped. Only the sticker is ripped. Okay? But none of the litho is ripped. That's just the sticker. And Luke also has an extremely nice bubble for a tri-logo. One little squish up there at the top. Hardly anything. No cracks, no breaks. Fix the squish? Nope. I always like to try with tri-logos because I've had them pop out lots of times where it just fixes. So there you go. I believe, yeah, he's green saber. Has his blaster and his saber in there. This is a tri-logo. Luke Jedi 79 back. Luke Jedi. They call it a 70 back. Collect all 70 figures. But there you go. And Luke Jedi, starting at $1. How could you go wrong? That's an expensive figure, so please don't leave me hanging. Get your bids in on that one. This collection you bought must have had 10 Luke Jedi. This collection I bought had like 10 of everything. Literally, man, $100,000 collection. That's what you're looking at here. That's why there's so many unbelievable men on cards. So I'm one of the last folks left that'll buy a $100,000 collection. So if you're coming to sell and you got a really fancy collection, I am the only way. WXY. That's Y on Luke Jedi right there. Cheap. But that is not a cheap card. That is an expensive, hard to find card. I hope I don't take a bath on it. But I'm putting my trust in you fine folks. Right there with letter Y. And then letter Z, here we go. We got an AFA graded Barada. Last 17-year program's number 1 in your hearts. AFA 80 Barada. Starting at $1. Unpunched. Nice card. Perfect bubble. Nothing wrong with it. Subgrades card 75. Bubble 85. Figure 80. And the reason why the card got a 75 is there is a little bit of sticker residue left over from an obvious Toys R Us sticker removal right there. It's the shape of a Toys R Us sticker. But you can't even tell from there. And he looks absolutely stunning with very, very high subgrades. Beautiful Barada. Starting at $1. How could you go wrong? That's letter Z. W, X, Y, and Z. So there you go. The big wheel is covered. Check that out. Now remember that letter E, that Star Wars hat, that was only for the release. That was the official opening night hat. So that's a definite collectible for Solo, a Star Wars movie. It's only a $50, and I'm sure I paid at least that at the movie theater. Ugh. I just got a Barada from you. You delivered it to me only a week ago. Graded 80. Gave me an 85. Give me an 85. I don't know if I have an AFA 85 Barada here, man. I might. I probably do. There's one on the back shelf over there. That might be an 85. Alright, we're going to call letter U, that is EV99, for Mr. Eckholtz there at $1,050. That is a steal of a deal. on letter U, EV99. She's been up a while. We're going to give her a call right now. Going once, going twice, going thrice. EV is sold. That's an AFA 80 EV99 right there. AFA 85. Sorry, I'm lying. Beautiful grade on a beautiful card right there. Good deal. Yes, the toothpick. Oh, yeah, we already did that. Sorry, I was way back far up. All right, and next up, we're going to also call letter S, the Ugnaught. That's a fair enough deal. Still a steal of a deal. $200 less than the one that looks like it fell out of a donkey that's on eBay, but we're going to still call it. Letter S is the Ugnaught. Going once, going twice, going thrice for $355. Mr. Brian Campbell. Sold. That's a steal of a deal there, Brian. Congratulations, buddy. Whoa, Cody Eckholtz got in there. He said, that is too dang cheap there, bud. So the Ugnaught is still live. The Ugnaught is still live, as it should be. You guys saw the one that fell out of a donkey. That's up there for $500. Mine looks substantially better than falling out of a donkey. And it's still only $365 with Mr. Cody Eckholtz in the lead now. But I did call EV99, so I'm going to find you something for that. But until then, look at these. All right, how about something special here? And you'd be like, oh, it's a Return of the Jedi Chewbacca. Aha! It is a Palatoy Return of the Jedi Chewbacca. So this one was only manufactured and released in jolly old England. And I will show it to you and how you can tell and all that fun stuff. And we'll get them sold here. Absolutely beautiful. AFA 80 crystal clear bubble. Card 80, figure 85, or no, card 80, bubble 85, figure 90. This is an AFA 80, 65 back Chewbacca, and it is a Palatoy Chewbacca, only sold and produced in England, so very small market. This is a very rare card, and there you go. This is how you can tell. Special offer: Chewbacca bandolier strap to get your bandolier strap. Blah 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 blah. Send your offers to, here you go, Birmingham, England, P.O. Box in Birmingham, and also it says made in Coville, so that's England as well. Offer ends January 31st. Open a UK residents only. So this is a beautiful, perfect clear bubble Chewbacca, AFA 80, Palatoy 65 back Chewbacca. Beautiful piece right there. We're going to start that off at $1 because I'm insane. Hopefully you guys will understand that this is a rare variant on a tough-to-find card in really good condition, and I won't get creamed. But that's going to be letter U, starting at $1. Palatoy Chewbacca, absolutely stunning, tough to find. way harder to find than a Return of the Jedi Chewbacca, which AFA 80 Return of the Jedi regular Chewbaccas graded 75 plus are going for $475 on eBay. So you can imagine that one is much harder to find. There you go, starting at $1. Go for it. The hat is adjustable. I'll show you here. It's like a snapback hat with the Velcro. And it's got the Solo embroidery right there. So you can tell it's from opening night of Solo. A Star Wars story. I loved Solo. It's one of my favorite new Star Wars movies. And I know it gets a lot of grief, but I sure did like it a lot. Rockcliffe Custom Homes, man, you are saving me so much of my voice, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, Cody, I forgot. There's new folks. Cody, yes. Palatoy, the way you figure it, anything like that's like I got this Harbert Tuscan Raider and it's worth a lot of money. The reason why is because the market for Harbert was only Italian, so it's very tiny market. That's why that Clipper, I remember I sold a Clipper Lando General the other day and it went for a killer deal. It went too cheap. But Clipper is only Amsterdam and Brussels. So you figure it's got maybe 1/100th of the population of America. So it's super rare. And England is just nothing against it, but it's a tiny little island, you know. And let's see. Population of England. Population England versus USA. All right. So the USA has 344 million people. England has 56 million people. So that's 6 times the amount of population, right? So if you think about it, if they're producing stuff to only be sold and made for England, it's going to be produced on a way tinier level than an American Return of the Jedi Chewbacca. That's why there's so many more of American carded figures, than there are of different country carded figures. And that usually does transport into a way higher price tag. The only time it really doesn't is on droids figures for Canada. And I think that's just because they never got opened or they had tons of overstock. But a Canadian droids figure does not have a big bump in price, except for the Boba Fett now. But Boba Fett's a different animal. But it doesn't really have a big jump in price from the American. They're usually right about the same. But yeah, if you think about it, if it comes from any country where there's a way smaller population, they would have made way less of them. And that makes it way more rare. Sorry about that, Mike. My buddy sent it to me. What did he send to you? So what were you talking about? Hopefully you're not talking about this, because everything is cheap here, so... Jason Vogel, what is the grade? Which one, buddy? Letter P. Solo? Solo is an 85, bro. He is an AFA 85 Han Solo Bespin 65 back, bubble, or card 85, straight 85s. I'll put it in the comments for you. He's an AFA 85 Han Solo Bespin, straight 85s. Yeah, Jason, he's nice, man. He looks real clean in person. Very good card. Very pretty. Sorry, I forgot $10. Oh yes, remember anything over $100 has to be a $5 or higher bid. Anything over $200 has to be $10 or higher bid, please. We changed that a few months ago because it would be like something would be like $980 and somebody would be like $981 and then somebody would be like $982 and it gets just monotonous. But you could bid whatever you want, but just that little jump. Little jump. We're only at 260 on that tri-logo mint-on card. Luke Jedi. That's cheap. No, the grade has nothing to do with a yellow bubble. The grade has nothing to do with a yellow bubble. It has to do with whether the card gets a Y or a no Y grade is the differentiation between yellow bubble and not yellow bubble. But the bubble color does not affect the grade at all. The grade would be exactly the same if it was a crystal clear bubble or a yellow bubble. It would just have a Y, or it would not have a Y if it is a clear grade. But the color of the bubble does not affect the grade at all. It's not a graded item. It's just a thing they grade it off of. Well, Y is cheap, Darren, but not that cheap, buddy. 270. There you go. That makes more sense. Ron group chat. There you go. If there's anything you guys want me to show you, I'm happy to. Just let me know. The saber on Farm Boy is a toothpick. It's a mom fixed it special. It's just a yellow toothpick. Boop. But yeah, that's why I said it's a Mom Fix It special. Which, to tell you the truth, are more fun. I never take out the parts when those come in like that. Because it's just, I don't know. It's fun to be like, you know, you just remember being a little kid. And you bring it to your mom or your dad or something, and they'd be like, there, I fixed it. And it's like got a toothpick jammed in the hand, you know? I like that stuff. Nope, it is not a triple telescoping secret saber. Never before seen. Alright, we only got 220 bucks on that AFA 80 Barada. That seems cheap to me. It's definitely cheap. Class 17 Barada. Only 220 bucks. AFA 80. Vintage toothpick? Yeah, I think so, man, because this is one of the ones that's died. And I don't think you can get those anymore because they're probably not good for you. Putting a dyed piece of wood in your mouth. Anakin! Yes, sir. Anakin before he was replaced by some hippie. Nice clean cut dad looking figure. You know, that really annoyed me when they did that, and not just because Hayden Christensen will like never be my Anakin. I mean, I know people love him. But like he looks much more like Darth Vader when Darth Vader died. And I thought that was messed up. Everybody else that dies when they become one with the Force is the age that they died, you know? So you got like old Obi-Wan, old Yoda, and then for some reason you got like teenage Anakin because he just crapped the afterlife jackpot and got to be a teenager again. I don't know. A-Wing close? Yeah, man. Let me let it spin around here and then I'll grab it. He's got a little bit of nose rub, a little bit of rub on his hands, but still pretty decent. Still an A-Wing pilot. Whoa! Gotta wait for it to spin around again. I was too far away. Kelly Ray takes over on that beautiful Rogue One theatrical poster, double-sided. Oh, Andrea has notified me. Everyone, hold on. Andrea just notified me through our secret chat here. You can still purchase colored toothpicks. So my information was incorrect. Fake news. Anakin died when he became Vader from a certain point of view. All right. I guess fair enough. So then, all right, Paul, with that train of thought, then wouldn't it be better if you were a Jedi to become a bad guy when you're youngish? Because then you get to do all the cool bad guy stuff. You get cool bad guy gear. You get cool bad guy vehicles. You get cool bad guy outfits. And you get to be a bad guy, ruthless for 40, 50 years. And then when you die, you become a regular good Jedi as a teenager. Isn't that a really bad message to send our young Jedi? Paul. So remember, everyone, if you're going to be a Jedi, make sure you go bad before your knees do. Gotta be poor old Obi-Wan sitting on a log because you were like the good guy your whole life. Beautiful stuff up there for sale. All right, we're going to call letter S here because letter S has stalled. That is that beautiful Ugnaught clear bubble unpunched letter S. Still cheaper than the one that fell out of a donkey for sale on eBay, but still a good deal. Going once, going twice, going thrice. But he loved Taco Tucson Tuesdays. There you go. Only with deathbed repenting. Yeah, but whatever, man. I mean, just make sure you repent on your deathbed. Be like, my bad. Sorry, I know I was Darth Bane for 60 years, but my bad. Then you're good. How is Han figure on G? Ah, he's nice. He's only got the tiniest little head scratch. The carbonite is perfect. Here, I'll show him to you. Really nice, no butt scratch at all. Tiniest little head scratch on the back of his noggin right there. You can see it on the top. But he looks perfect from the front, perfect for display, and his butt is not scratched like these usually are because his butt hangs out of the back of the carbo. He's looking good. Alright, let's pull down that Ugnaught, and I'll get you out something else. You want something graded or something ungraded? How about this feller? Power of the Force. Luke Jedi with the coin. Graded AFA 80, so a beautiful, nice high grade. The card is an 85, the bubble is an 80, and the figure is a 90. He does have his green saber Luke Jedi Knight archival case on top of it. Y is the tri-logo Luke Jedi. X is a tri-logo Ramba. Tri-logo Ramba on X. Let's see what an AFA 80. AFA 80. POTF Luke Jedi. $700 ungraded. $800 ungraded. I don't see a graded one. Let me check sold listings. $700 ungraded. I don't see a single graded one of these to sell recently. And it looks like they sell for about $700 ungraded. This one is graded an 80. So AFA 80 Luke Jedi. Card 85, bubble 80, figure 90. You guys have been pretty good lately, so I'm going to put it up starting at $1 because I'm insane. Crazy Eddie's Star Wars sales. Starting at $1. $1,000 figure worth starting at $1. Good luck. Here's that big wheel there for you there, Paul. Brian Campbell starts us off on that Power of the Force Luke Jedi at $600. Couldn't have been like 7, Brian? All the ungraded ones are 7. It'll get there. I'm not worried about it. Brian Campbell in the lead, $600. Still cheaper than an ungraded one. Graded AFA 80. Got $560 on M. Cody Eckholtz. Beautiful Han Trenchcoat, AFA 85 is letter M, AFA 85 Han Trenchcoat. I got a ton of proof cards. If anybody out there listening is into proof cards, let me know. I got a ton of them, but they don't really sell too good on Taco Tuesday. But if anybody's keen, let me know. Jaron Ingersoll takes over on S at $650. Cody Echols take over on you at $510. $510 on that beautiful Palatoy Chewbacca. Mighty Chewbacca. Brian Campbell, there we go, buddy. Thank you, sir. $700 on S. Now we are at the price of an ungraded one for the AFA 80 there. Matthew Michael, 13 bones on C. 13 bones on C. Anakin at $13. That's a good deal. That's been a $20 figure forever, right? Which is weird that he gets last 17 street cred when he's such a cheap figure. He doesn't even have a blaster. He's a cheap figure. Brian Campbell takes over on S. Kyle Bowenball takes over on S, $750. And let me know if there's anything you folks want to see. Happy to show you. Got $250 on Z. That's a steal of a deal. Z is an AFA 80 Barada at $250. A graded Barada. That's a steal. Can I see X? Of course, dude. Let me wait till it spins around here, and I will grab it and show it to you up close. I'd like one proof card, but I'd like the kidney to have to afford it. Sure enough. Proof cards are super expensive, but I do have a bunch of them recently. X is a Ramba, beautiful card, beautiful bubble, tiniest of dents, but for a Palatoy, or for a Tri-Logo Ramba, it's like nothing. Han Solo just fell off his stand, and I don't know where his blaster is, but I'll get him a new one. Or I'll find his blaster somewhere right here. Very nice condition, unpunched, has the sticker offer. There's the little tiniest of dents, but the bubble is glorious for a Tri-Logo bubble. And you got Ramba in there, last 17 figure, great card, great bubble, unpunched. Tiniest of dents, but like nothing, you know. And for a tri-logo bubble, those things dent if you just look at them wrong. It's letter X. What is the cheapest Revenge proof card? About $3,000. But that's the thing, Revenge proof cards aren't the hardest ones to get, so you can get like a good character for $3,000. Like it doesn't have to be like a boring character or something. Those Empire Strikes Back and even Return of the Jedis get really expensive because there's so few of them. But Revenge, in the grand scheme of things, not so bad. I mean, if you're into $300 piece of cardboard. I used to work in the printing biz, and I remember proofs just sitting in a drawer ever being pulled after the initial okay. That's what prevents me from ever buying a proof card. That's true, but it also didn't say Star Wars on your proofs. That's a whole different history, pre-production, so on and so forth thing with proof cards when they say Star Wars on them somewhere. But actually, for proof cards, I have two that are under $3,000. They're $2,500 each, and then one is a Revenge of the Jedi Han Solo Bespin AFA 85. That's $2,500, and a Revenge of the Jedi Han Solo. Or no, just that Han Solo Bespin is the only one I have. I have a Revenge of the Jedi Snaggletooth, but that's too much. It's harder to get. So Revenge of the Jedi Han Solo Bespin, rated an 85 for $2,500, is the cheapest one I currently have. Show ends at 8 or 9 Central. 8 o'clock Central. Then I go have Taco Tuesday. So we got 20 minutes left. This is probably going to be the majority of the things you see. I'm going to call letter E. We'll get you out something else for letter E. That's that baseball cap, the solo opening night baseball cap. We're going to call that right now, and I'll get you out something else for letter E. Going once, twice, 3 times. But yes, we are almost done for this week's Taco Tuesday. Don't worry. I'll be here next week with more awesome stuff. And I should have another 3 of my packages from that $100,000 collection coming in. So I'll have even more stuff than the stuff you haven't seen behind me. But there is so much stuff you haven't seen yet behind me, it's crazy. There goes the Star Wars hat. Solo hat. That's a cool hat. Congratulations. I'm going to put it... This bag is not made for it that the solo hat will come in. But it'll keep it clean and protected. So I'm going to leave it in there. But it's not like made for it or anything, so don't think that it's like a special bag you should keep. Doesn't matter. Alright, how about a People magazine from 2017? This will be the new letter E. It was when the Ultimate Guide to the Last Jedi. It's from 2017. People magazine. This is a limited edition People magazine. Got a ton of Star Wars in it. All about Star Wars. Unfortunately, most about The Last Jedi, which is like, blah. That's a really great Leia poster. I actually have that one autographed. Or not autographed. That's the one from Celebration. We have that in our den. But there you go. People magazine. Original retail price, $13. Display until December 30th, 2017. So it's a limited edition People magazine. Perfect condition. The grade on letter M is an AFA 85, Rockcliffe. AFA 85 Han Solo trench coats, and he is the blank lapels version. He's a card 80, bubble 90, figure 90, so really high subgrades on him as well. But he's an AFA 85. You got any questions? Feel free to ask. Happy to show you. And Rockcliffe takes over on M at 600 bones. Beautiful card. Still a steal of a deal. I gotta say, folks, I don't know if you like it better, but I sure like it better when I'm able to put up this stuff for $1 and you guys figure it out. And it's been going really well tonight, so if we could keep that up permanently, it would allow me to be super lazy on this side of the camera, which is nice. So I appreciate it. That's all I wanted to say. Dan Belkey, dates yet for the next con? Yes, I have them, but they're going to be in August. But here's the hook. The hotel can't make me a room block link. Look at that, I got some fuzz on me. Can't make me a room block link until exactly 1 year before. So I can't announce the dates until I have a room block link. Because the way it works is I have to rent the entire hotel and pay for it ahead of time and then hope that you guys show up. So thank you for showing up to ICCC every year. Or I'd be on the hook for a fortune. So I have to buy the hotel rooms ahead of time. So if I release it too early, before I have the room block link on the website, then people will start to buy it from like Priceline, Hotels.com, even the main Hilton site and stuff like that. and then I will lose those rooms in the room block, which I already paid for. So that's why we just have to wait until I can get the room block link from the hotel. Everything is contracted. It'll definitely be in August of next year. I even have the dates for 2028 already, but I can't announce those until 1 year out from 2028. So we got, I'd say before September 1st, you'll have the dates for the next ICCC, definitely, and the website will be up and going. So soon, but yes, I do have the dates. Yeah, Z is a killer deal. I don't know what brought it up, but Z is a killer deal. AFA 80 Barada, Power of the Force Barada, mint on card, only at $260. You got to figure it's $100 to grade it, so that Barada is only $160 right now. That's cheap. Yep, same hotel, same hotel. Everybody seems to absolutely love the hotel. We love the hotel. They're super understanding. They get us. They get the room sales. The carpets are ugly, but brand new and nice. There's plugs in the floor, which is great. Fine then, keep your secrets. You can't help it, Dan. But the hotel, yeah, everybody loves the hotel, man. I get nothing but great feedback on the hotel. And it's because we get to do our nerd sleepover all in one place. So you can really stay in the hotel the whole time. They got food, they got beverages, they got a nice bar, they got a great place to hang out. They totally understand room sales and are cool with them. They totally understand us geeking out and are cool with that. This is going to be the 3rd year in a row at the same hotel, and next year is going to be the 4th year in a row. This is the longest we've ever been in one location, and it's because what happens is they don't screw me over and raise the price every single year like all the other hotels before this. Grading is now like $140. Shipping is expensive now also, that's true. Grading a mint on card is $100, and then you have shipping both ways, and then they charge you a fortune for shipping because it's all insured. Actually, I do something crazy when I grade, and I don't know if I'd recommend this to other people, but everything I send, I don't care if it's worth $20,000, I put a $100 value on it. So that way they don't just cream me on sales, or on shipping. Rockcliffe Custom Homes, what show are you talking about? ICNashville.com, ICCC, brother. It is the world's largest collector's convention. We get movie stars, we get Star Wars actors, everybody buys, sells, and trades at night. You'll see more Star Wars, vintage Star Wars than anywhere else on the planet in one place. Everybody comes together once a year down here in Nashville, Tennessee, where I live, and I throw a big, giant convention, full-size sci-fi convention, just like you would see anywhere in the world, except we have a lot of cool things. We have live music, and we have live circus performers that fly from the skies, and we have main stage where they do interviews of the movie stars. We have movie stars on site signing autographs, taking photos. We've got tons of clubs, tons of cosplayers, tons of droids. It's freaking awesome, dude. Check it out. You can check it out, ICCC Nashville, or you can check out the hashtag. It's hashtag ICCCON, ICCCon. But it's ICCC. Search it out there on the internet, ICCC, and it's in Nashville, and it's awesome. And we just did our 8th year. Next year is going to be our 9th year. And then the year after that is number 10. Yeah, awesome breakfast at the Hilton, too, man. They give you a giant buffet breakfast, which is included in the room, which is cheaper than the rooms at any other convention in the world. And you get a free breakfast, and you also get 2 free drinks at night during happy hour, which is bonkers. So it's awesome. You gotta go, man. Sean, you gotta go. You'll freaking love it. And yeah, they don't really give deals for multiples. Nick Grooms, you'd be surprised, because the thing is, it's renting a hotel, so hotels are really expensive. Barada is an AFA 80 Barada, 80 AFA 80 Barada. Yeah, Rockcliffe, and the website's not currently up because I'm currently rebuilding it for next year, but you can check it out, icnashville.com. Had breakfast with Sean Crawford Saturday morning. That's all something else that only happens at ICCCon, is I make sure to get cool guest stars that are cool with their fans, and I also put them in the same hotel. So yes, you could very well be at your Saturday morning breakfast with the guy who played Yak Face in Return of the Jedi. That happens constantly. And it's awesome. I knew a guy, he was like, man, I was sitting down at breakfast Sunday morning, and I'm sitting there, and in walks the Emperor, and in walks C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, and Ian McDermott. And he's like, and then they just were like looking for a place to sit, and I was like, you could sit here if you want, and they ended up sitting with him, and he had breakfast with the Emperor and C-3PO, completely free, at ICCC. How cool is that? So, cool stuff happens at the ICC Con. ICC is amazing. Went for the first time this year. So cool. VIP, well worth it. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, our VIP tickets come in the coolest freaking package you've ever seen in your entire life. Just in case you're wondering. But we try to do it real nice, man. And it's super fun. And it's like all Star Wars nerds and vintage Star Wars nerds, so like everybody you talk to knows what a Hollow Tube Tusken Raider is. All the vendors make really good deals and stuff because they know everybody's there and like everybody knows what stuff is called and what stuff costs and stuff like that. Can I see why? Yeah, dude. Very minor denting, but it's also a tri-logo. Remember, tri-logos, dude, always have dents because of the way their bubbles are made. But minor denting right there. But it looks great. All the sides, great bubble, fully sealed, nice card. This is a sticker, but that sticker can come off. It is only the sticker that is torn, not the actual litho behind the sticker. So a little bit of time in a YouTube video, you'll get that sticker off cleanly. And there you go. Any of the custom figs yet? Yeah, we do have a couple of the custom figures left. If you would like one of those, they are $150. You can just tell me, or you can reach out to Andrea. I can show you what they look like. Mine is here. But we do a custom figure every single year, which is made from scratch by our buddy Steven Radizak, who makes the figure, and by an ex-Kenner employee. So every year we get a Kenner employee to collaborate to make our custom figure. Where is mine? I think I brought it back to my house to put it on my shelf. But the custom figure this year was a, yeah, letter A is technically a custom figure. Can you see the saber or blaster from the bubble? Yeah, you could see the saber and blaster in that bubble, bud. They are, it's a green saber. There you go. There's the saber right there, and then there's the blaster right there. Let me take it out. Put one of the custom figures up. I don't have mine here. I only have a sealed one. There's his blaster, and there's his saber. But what I can do is I can show you a picture of one. Let me do this. Here's what they look like. Custom figures, they come carded. And it was the Predatorian, and it was made Steven Radizak and Freddie Thoman made it. They're all signed by Freddie. There's only 55 total, and they are numbered. They are in blind bags, and I'll show you what that is right here in a second. There's a bunch of people that bought them, but here's one post of them. Here's the actual figures. That didn't make it much bigger. But there's 4 different variants of the figure. Oh, there's me. But we've done customs forever. I mean, those are the old ones. We always try to keep the price point the same at 150 bucks, even though that's practically impossible. This year, poor Steven Radizak actually lost like $1 a figure. But we've done customs every year. Those are some old customs there. There's some old customs. Trophies. I'm trying to find my post. But they're all handcrafted in the old school Kenner way. They're 5 points of articulation, just like vintage Kenner figures. They're all hand painted, all made in America by Steven Radizak. Can't find the carded ones, but you get the idea from this little pic. It's just these pics are so small. But there's a few of the different variants right there. But they are very cool. If anybody wants one, they could literally just put, I want a custom figure in the thing, and Andrea will add it to your order. But they're 150 bucks each. And they come like this, in a bag like this. And it'll have the number of your figure, okay, out of 55. And then it has the info. Every mystery bag contains one randomly packed version of Namath, the Mandalorian figure. Will you get black, brown, bronze, silver, or the Boba green Boba variant? Production run, there's 10 black, 10 brown, 15 silver, and 20 of the Boba Fett one. But beware, hidden among the ranks are 4 that have scars, but I think those have been found. And the 4s are the chase figures, and they have a scar. There's only 4 of those variants. So there you go. So that's one right there. If you want one, there are some left. And the only reason why there's any left, we usually sell out of them every year at ICCC. The only reason why there's any of them left is we had a delay on the bubbles. They got stuck in Memphis, so we didn't have any to sell until Sunday morning, which is when the least people come. So, but we got there, and it's a really cool freaking figure. You got it, Rockcliffe. I'll have Andrea add them. Andrea, add those for Rockcliffe. You'll love them, dude. They're freaking awesome. And they're top shelf, man. I mean, and they are created in the vintage Star Wars way. Plus, it comes in with a $40 autograph on it, and it's a beautiful mint-on card. You can't go wrong. The price point is insanely cheap. All right, folks. It looks like it's 7:58, so I'm going to start up here with Luke Farmboy with a toothpick, and I'm going to go down calling them all. So if you want to bid on something, do it now or forever hold your peace. Letter A, Luke Farmboy with a toothpick, 24 bucks. Mom Fixed It special, going to Jason McKee, going once, twice, 3 times. Sold. All right, next up, Boba Fett Complete going to Kyle Bullenbaugh for 60 bones, 60 doll hairs, once, twice, 3 times a lady. Sold. Hey, and we're going to skip over $14 Anakin because he just got a new bid there, letter C. And we're going to move on to the A-Wing pilot. A-Wing pilot is 90 bucks going to B. Sousen. Letter D is an A-Wing pilot, 90 bucks. Steal of a deal on an A-Wing pilot right there. Going once, twice, 3 times. Sold. Next up, Ultimate Guide to the Last Jedi People Magazine collectible cover. Going once, going twice, going thrice for Rockcliffe Custom Home. Sold. Congrats, Brian. Alright, next up, R2-D2 Sensor Scope going to Mr. Eckholtz, 40 bones, letter F. Going once, going twice. Watch out now, going thrice. Sold. Great deals to be had tonight, folks. Next up, letter G, going for Mr. Eckholtz again. It's Han Solo Carbonite complete. Going once, going twice, going thrice, 180. Sold. You're going to do a 180 when you see how nice that figure is for only 180 bucks. Next up, Han Solo Hoth, complete. Going to Rockcliffe, $45. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Your M is not posted yet. I'm sure Andrea will get to it. She's just trying to catch up. It's always busy at this juncture. 640 on M there, dear. All right, next up, Mr. Eckholtz, Leia Bespin, going for 85 bones. Going once, going twice, going thrice. And I can't copy and paste it, so hold on. I'm having copy-paste issues. Going once, twice, thrice. Sold. Leia Bespin. Complete. All right, next up, we're going to skip over the Han Solo trench coat. It just got a brand new bid, and we're going to move on to Han Solo Bespin, going for $650. AFA 85. Han Solo Bespin. Gee whiz, nice price on a nice card. Going once, twice, 3 times. Sold. And next up, Mr. Kyle Bullenball held in there, got it for $850. We're going to do an AFA 80 Jedi Luke, Power of the Force with coin. Once, twice, 3 times. Sold. The grade on M is an AFA 85. 85Y. Han Solo trench coat. All right, next up, Kia Mole, letter T at 165, going to Mr. Larrabee. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. And Mr. Larrabee got that droid's fig. Congratulations. Next up, the British Chewbacca. British Chewbacca, going once, going twice, going thrice. Oh, British Chewbacca just got another bid, so we're going to hold off. We're going to do a bubbling squid. Next up, Brian Campbell going for Uncle Gunderson at 175, letter W. WWW. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Greetings from Pittsburgh, Steel City. How you doing, Chitwood? Dude, I had one of the best pizzas in my life in Pittsburgh, if you believe that. It was a 7-cheese white pizza, and it was phenomenal. And it was in Pittsburgh, of all places to get a good pizza. Crazy, right? Next up, Brian Campbell again, a Tri-Logo Ramba for cheaper than you can buy a Ramba loose. Don't know what happened with that one, but it snuck in under the radar. Letter X at 150 bucks. Going once, going twice, going thrice. I've seen loose Rambas go for 180 bucks recently. And that is a carded one and a very nice card with a really nice bubble for 150 bucks. You just stole that one, Brian Campbell. Congratulations, bud. That is the deal of the night right there, I'll tell you what. All right, next up, Luke Jedi Tri-Logo for only 350 bones. That's a good deal for a Luke Jedi. I don't care if Tri-Logo or whatever. Going once, going twice, going thrice, $3. Brian Campbell, 350 bones. Darren Escovari just took over on EIEIO. Kelly Ray took right back over. It is a beautiful poster. Next up, we got Barada, who just got a new bid. Forget it. That got a new bid. That got a new bid. All right, we're going to go up here to the... Everything got a new bid. So we're going to let them spin for a second. I'm going to pull down some items that have sold. God, that Ramba was cheap there, folks. Cheaper than a loose Ramba. Uncle Gundy went for a good deal, too. All right, and we got two guys duking it out on that British Chewbacca. British Chewbacca. He's so British, he spells color with a U. Kelly Ray takes back over on the Rogue One poster. Theatrical poster. Beautiful poster. All right, kids, get in your last minute bids. I'm going to call them all right now. Because it is Taco Tuesday and I want to go home and eat tacos. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. If you are duking it out over something and you are now out, it is always good to say it. Lets me call it quicker. All right, 3 left to go. We're going to start with letter EI. That is that poster. The Rogue One theatrical poster, letter EI, going for Kelly Ray. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Beautiful Rogue One poster right there. Theatrical release with the mirrored image on the back. All right, next up, we've got Rockcliffe Custom Homes going to take down letter M, that AFA 85 Han Solo trench coat. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Thank you, Matthew Michael. Happy Taco Tuesday, Sean Conover. All right, next up is going to be that Anakin. Brent Riggs is going to take down Anakin at 23 Dalhaz. Last 17 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Old Man Andy, sold. All right, next up, Mr. Eckholt's going to take down that AFA 80 British Chewbacca. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Jolly old England Chewy. Chewy like a fish and chips. Bobbin squid. Mushy peas. Bitter lemon. What other British things can I think of? Spotted. Can't say on the IC. Alright, last but certainly not least, AFA 80 Barada going to Mr. Thomas. Going once, going twice, going thrice. So, what an incredible Taco Tuesday. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the show. Thanks for interacting. Thanks for talking to me. Thanks for being part of the IC. Thanks for being part of ICCC. Thanks for being part of IC for Life charity. And thanks for being you. Remember, it only takes 3 simple things to be a great member of the Imperial Commissary. The first, you got to learn, and then you got to teach, and then you got to grow the hobby. That's 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. Thank you for hanging out. Have a wonderful week. I appreciate you, and happy Taco Tuesday.